I refused to go on me and my boyfriend's romantic getaway when I saw that his mom had showed up to the airport with her luggage. My boyfriend and I have been dating for about 2 years, and even before I met his mom, I knew that they had kind of a strange relationship. For one thing, she would call him so many times during the day, and if he didn't answer right away, she would freak out. As you can probably imagine, things only got worse when I did meet his mom because she seemed to have a problem with everything I did. She criticized me about literally everything. But then what's even weirder is she started copying me. Started wearing clothes that were similar to what I wore, and then she dyed her hair blonde. She has never been a blonde in her life. And when people in his family started making comments that it was strange timing, she got mad at me and accused me of making her a joke to the family. I literally didn't say anything to anybody about her new hair color. Anyways, me and my boyfriend decided to plan a cute little romantic getaway, so we both took 2 weeks off of work and started planning our vacation. When my boyfriend's mom found out about this trip, she started calling, texting, showing up at our apartment, begging to come. This woman was fully throwing temper tantrums, asking to come. She threatened to call the police and file some kind of complaint against us just to stop us from going. My boyfriend started arguing that we should just let her come with us, to which I said, no, absolutely not. And then he told me that if she couldn't come on our romantic getaway, he wouldn't go. And I called his bluff. I said, fine, we won't go on vacation then. To which he said, okay, whatever, fine. She won't come with us. Now, after that, things got suspiciously quiet, and call me naive, but I just assumed maybe she was finally respecting our boundaries. Flash forward to yesterday when me and my boyfriend arrived at the airport for our flight. He was walking in front of me and he was looking left and right, like he was looking for someone. And when I kept asking him what was going on, he just ignored me. And that was when I saw his mom standing there with all of her luggage. I cannot even describe to you the pit that formed in my stomach. He runs over to her and gives her a big hug, and I fully just turn around and start walking out. My boyfriend starts chasing after me, screaming at me to stop, saying that I'm being immature and ridiculous, and saying that she was already there and he had already bought her a ticket, so she might as well come anyway. I whip around and I tell him off in that airport. So I go home, obviously cry. And an hour later, my boyfriend gets back and is yelling at me, saying that I'm spiteful and pathetic and that it was ridiculous that I ruined our entire trip because I didn't want his mom to come. Babe, I didn't ruin the trip. You ruined the trip. Your mom ruined the trip. What makes this even worse is that now we are both out a ton of money because so much of the trip was non-refundable. My boyfriend has literally called everyone up, all of our friends, my family, everyone in his family, saying that our trip was canceled because of me. He's claiming that I ruined everything, but I don't think that I'm in the wrong whatsoever in this situation.
Scary story time while I make slime, clown edition. I don't know if y'all remember the freaking clown epidemic when the clowns were on a rise terrorizing people. I don't know if y'all remember that. My experience with the clowns happened in 2016. I was in the 5th or 6th grade when this happened, and we were at recess, right? So I was playing pony in the field. Did I mention it's also 1 a.m. right now? Yeah. I'm playing pony in the field with my friend, right? I literally just remember talking to my friend, minding my business, and the next thing you freaking know, I look to my left side and I see a freaking clown sitting on top of my school gate. I'm automatically thinking I'm tripping because what you have to understand is clowns terrify the crap out of me, right? So I tap my friend, I'm like, you see that? And then she tapped me, she talking about you see that? So I got a clown on my left side and I got a clown on my right side, and then I got a clown straight ahead. Next thing you freaking know, kids start screaming, and I was one of those kids. I didn't care. I was screaming for my life, bloody murder, right? So in total, it was literally 6 clowns lined up against this gate, right? Now, the thing about my school was you had to climb a gate, then go into a dam, climb the dam, and then hop on that gate. So as a grown man, why are you that invested to scare a bunch of kids, right? And I still have beef with whoever those clowns were. All the kids who were playing in the grass during recess, they just start booking it because there's literally clowns sitting on the gate. So they're booking it, right? And so the kids who are on the black pavement, they're looking at us screaming. So they start screaming because they see clowns behind us. And there was like 2 teachers watching us. And I noticed that the teachers were not getting the kids in the classroom fast enough. So you know what I did? I booked it to the girls' bathroom and locked the door. You're not getting the kids in the classroom fast enough for me. So how are you supposed to save me? So I just ran to the girls' bathroom, locked the door, and was just in one of the girls' stalls, scared out of my mind, okay? So that was my experience with the freaking clowns, y'all. I don't know if it happened on the freaking East Coast, but on the West Coast, we were being terrorized by them freaking clowns. One last thing. Who thought it was a good idea to bring clowns to a kid birthday party anyway? Whoever started that, we gotta nip you in the bud, bro.
Please take your dreams as warnings very serious. And I'm going to tell y'all a story time. So hopefully I have finished the story time, because I did just take some medicine that is going to make me go to sleep. But if I don't finish, I will finish it, okay? Story time. So I remember I was dating this guy this time. This was like a couple years ago. So maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. I was dating this guy, and I had fell asleep at his house because we lived kind of far away from each other. Like semi-long distance relationship. So I was there for the weekend. So I had a dream that he was cheating on me in the dream. I woke up and I was furious. I was mad. We ended up having a good day, but I hadn't told him. I prematurely told him the dream. So he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I would never do that to you. You know, all the same thing that the men be saying, but they be lying. So fast forward, this was a Monday morning. I was on my way driving to class, and me and him were on the phone talking, I get a message from a fake page on Instagram, which I normally never check my message request box, but something said check that message request box that following Monday. I did. I saw a fake page. I can't remember the name, but y'all know the meme of Monique when she was like, I would like to see it. So it was that Monique meme picture as the profile picture. So she messaged me. She was like, I just want to let you know that your boyfriend is cheating on you. He's been cheating on you for X amount of time. I just want to let you know. And I got receipts to prove it. So me and him on the phone, I'm like, is there anything you want to tell me? And he's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, the same thing the men be saying, child. And I was like, okay, fast forward. So later on during the day, she's sending me nothing but screenshots. Like, I'm not responding to her. I'm not saying anything to her. She's just sending me screenshots, receipts after receipts, right? So at this point, I asked him, I was like, hey, do you know a person named da-da-da? You know, they getting off flustered. He's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, okay, calm down. I'm just asking you a question. I was like, but if I find out you lied to me, we're done. Like, we're done. I can't do this. So he's still defending himself, saying he didn't do it. He don't know what I'm talking about. So I responded back to the page. I said, hey, call me. Like, because I don't do that internet stuff. Call my phone. So she didn't call me. Okay. That went on. She finally called me, got the courage to call my phone. So y'all, the girl is sending me pictures, and I used to leave my pillow and stuff in his house. So she's on my pillow like this. And she's in my clothes. I used to leave clothes and stuff there, things like that. She's in my clothes, dressed up in my clothes. She told me she used my soap, my bath stuff. She saw underneath the cabinet, and she said she saw a picture of me and him sitting on his bathroom little thingy. And she was like, oh, I didn't care. She was like, anything, like, he came and picked me up. I don't have a car, and he came and picked me up. So I called him. I'm like, hey, like, look, we're done. I can't do this anymore. I'm done with you. His friend in the background was like, bro, just be honest with your girlfriend. Tell her the truth. Tell her the truth. He's like, okay, like, we didn't do anything. I mean, I was just missing your company so much that I called her over here. What?